Hello. Welcome back to my channel. Okay, so I was gonna record this tomorrow, and then I'm like, you know what? I'm on my way to bed. It should be fine. I should be able to record it now. Um, but yeah. So today's question is: tell me something like a folklore or myth or something about your culture. And I was trying to think of like one that I could think of, and the only one I could think of that kept coming to my mind was bear walkers. And it's so funny because my mom was like, I don't know, I was having a hard time yesterday. So I was like, you know what? Um, my mom was like, okay, let's go for lunch. So we went out for lunch and got something to eat. And so while we were eating, I was like, asking my mom if she could tell me more about bear walkers because like the only thing that I know is what I've grown up knowing. And I wanted to know if there was like an actual story behind it or anything more than what I know and or what I've been told my whole life. And she's like, no, I don't know. I've never heard any stories. And I was like, well, do you know any other folklore ones? And she was like, oh, no. um, so yeah, so I figured I would just share that then. So what I ended up doing was I ended up researching what is a bear walker because I was like, what is a bear walker? I only know what I know, and I'm like, I'm not even sure if I know it correctly because it's not. Anyways, I'll just tell you from the beginning. Okay. So, according to the internet, a bear walker is someone who does like bad magic, and they're basically they can, well, it depends on which one you look at because there was a couple. One of them was that it was the spirit of a bear because the bears can actually go between the living and the spirit world, and so they can go between the worlds. So apparently bear walkers, and another one said that bear walkers were like bad bad shamans who uh basically could transform into the bear or could transform into a bear. That's what I read on the internet. And apparently it's Anishinaabe, which is funny because like I said before, like I'm Cree, but my dialect technically is OG Cree. And yeah. And so okay, so I'm Indigenous from my mother's side of the family. My father's side of the family is not Indigenous. For my father's side of the family, I'm actually mostly English, German, Swedish, and French. I think there's a little bit of Scottish in there too somewhere, but anyways, my dad is non-native, but my mom, I am native. And I remember one time I met this lady who was part of the 60 Scoop, and she was like from our area, and she was like, well, what is your mom's last name? And I'm like, well, my mom's a Solomon. And um and she was like, oh, I thought the Solomons were Ojibwe. And I was like, no, we're Cree. And but it's so funny because each time I say that, and then we just use all these Ojibwe words and Anishinaabe words, and then we have these Anishinaabe things. So yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it's funny. Um, anyways, getting back to the story. Sorry, I'm getting off track. Okay. So bear walkers. So this is what I've been told my whole life, okay? Now, there are some truths to it, but it's basically a family lore, okay? It's more family lore than it is cultural. Well, it's cultural too, but family lore as well. So, according to our community, my family are bear walkers. Specifically, my great grandparents. Yeah, apparently they were bear walkers. And so, from my understanding, was people said that if a bear met us in the woods, the bear would be scared of us. And which is funny too because so Cree do have clan systems, and I was like, okay, so if we have clan systems, what is our clan then? And so my mom asked some family members, and apparently we're Bear Clan. So I was like, oh my god, okay. um, but according to family lore or family beliefs in our community, uh, yeah, my great grandparents were bear walkers, and really they were just really strong medicine people. And like they both lived to be like in their 90s, like they lived very, very long. And my mom's mom, so my mom and her siblings and my grandfather all got TB. So my mom was in a TB sanatorium from the time she was 2 till she was 7. And everyone got TB but my grandmother. And so, like, she barely ever got sick either. So anyways, the whole point I was making is that my mom was telling me that even growing up in her community, she would meet people and they were like, oh, our parents told us that you're a bear walker, that your family's a bear walker. And so my mom told me this when I was growing up, that we were bear walkers, but I don't know. But from what she was saying is that it was people who practice bad medicine, but really from our family teaching that she grew up with was that that we were bear walkers, but really they were just strong medicine people. And so because of that, we had a lot of like ancestral protection, I guess, on us. And if people wished us bad or wanted to do bad things against us, it would backfire on them. And there was a specific word that she used. It's called bastamo, which means like backfire, but really it means karma. So if you try to do something bad to us, it will backfire on you. And like really it's like karma, but it's also can be like a curse, I guess. So just as long as you don't try to do anything bad to us, you're fine. Oh my god, this sounds horrible. Okay, so anyways, I don't really know like the full story. All I know is that this is a cultural myth, but also something I've always known. And so one of the things that my mom would say to me was like, so if people try to do bad things to you, try not to wish bad things upon them because of this thing, bad things could happen to them. So don't think bad things about people. Does that make sense? Yeah. So again, I am not an expert in it. I have very vague information. Again, I am from Treaty 9 territory, which is in Hudson Bay, James Bay. And I grew up in Treaty 6 territory, which is in like Alberta, Canada. So again, like there are differences. And so I didn't grow up 100% in the community. I grew up more in this community, but that's all I know about it. Make sense? Anyways, yes. So I think that's why I've grown up trying not to be, even when people do things bad to me, not to think bad of them, just in case I curse them by accident. And that sounds horrible. Okay. But also, it's also given me a very strong sense of ancestral protection. So I'm not really afraid of things. And also, really, it's not anything I'm doing. It's really my ancestors protecting me and things backfiring and bouncing off me. Does that make sense? So, so yeah, so I'm not really like, so in that sense, I always feel protected and I always feel the spirit and the protection of my ancestors and my family. And so even when I'm scared or things like that, I've always been told to call upon my ancestors and my family to protect me and make me feel safe when I feel like I'm in unsafe situations. And yeah, I'm pretty sure there's people out there who have way more better teachings on what bear walkers are. I did read somewhere that they said that bear walkers weren't actually people, that they were spirits of bears that went in between the worlds, which is also very funny because not funny haha, but like ironic or whatever, or coincidence, I don't know. But sometimes I'll dream and I'll talk to people who have passed away, and I've had conversations with people and they've told me things that I shouldn't know. So I definitely talk to them in my sleep, not when I'm awake. I don't talk to them when I'm awake. I'm in my dreams. It's almost like I can connect to them better in my sleep. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know if that's true. I don't know what's true. I don't know what the actual teaching is behind it. I have very vague information that my mother is also not very aware of. But what was true was my great grandparents were bear walkers, or the community thought they were bear walkers, that they were so scared of them that they actually made them live on the outskirts of the city because no one wanted to be near them. So those are the things that I've grown up hearing and been shared with me, and I always thought it was interesting. But like I said, I'm not afraid of it. It's always just made me feel very safe knowing that my ancestors and my family is always around me, protecting me. Yeah, that's it. Oh God, I don't know. I was trying to explain this and I was trying to like have more information, but I just wasn't getting it very well. Anyways, it's very late. I streamed today, and I should be back tomorrow. Hopefully I'll record more of these, because I'm really doing these like the day of now, and I meant to do like knock out like all of them and have them preloaded and ready to go, and I don't have any of that done. So maybe I'll try to do it tomorrow. I don't know. We'll see. Anyways, thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. And don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. I'm really trying to get to, you know what? My goal is to get 500 subscribers on this channel, and I'm halfway there. I'm halfway there, so I'm awesome. And also don't forget to like and subscribe and comment, and go watch all the other videos of all the participants. All the links are down in the description. And there's the card. So there's a NAHM vlog along card, which is basically like a link tree, but it's called a card, and it has everyone's information in there. So it has their YouTube channels, has their playlists, and daily I've been collecting everyone's daily vlogs and putting them in daily playlists as well, that you could also get in the card. So if you want to watch them, feel free. We did have someone join us. We have had some people who haven't done all the videos every day. We've had some people who haven't even started yet. And I said this from the beginning, no judgment. Listen, we all live busy lives. You just do the best you can. And if you're like, you know what, I need to skip this video, skip the video. If anyone wants to join along, just use this hashtag NAHM vlog along, and yeah, just share with us if you want to. Indigenous specifically, because Native American Heritage Month. But yeah, I just wanted to put out the invitation that anyone is welcome to join us at any time. I love watching the videos. I love learning more, and I definitely want to meet and get to know more Indigenous content creators on this platform. So yeah, comment below. Have you heard of what a bear walker is? Like I said, I've just known this my whole life. Yeah, or what is your family or community folklore that you really just find interesting or just want to share with us? Anyways, I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.